One of the things that I like that you did was you're not afraid to say, hey, you know what, there's somebody smarter than me that knows how to do this. And you, I think, the only governor to say, hey, there's a differentiation in pay for guys that are getting out of the military, but yet still want to serve and go into law enforcement or DPS or whatever. And you said, hey, these are the subject matter experts and these are the guys that I need. So you know what, let's close that gap and make it to where these guys can afford to make a living and bring the expertise and experience that they have to do this. And that's one of the problems that this country has right now. They say the current administration's afraid to say, hey, you know what, somebody's smarter than me, let me put them in that position to do what they're trained to do.
Oh, you see that in every one of their policies.
And
well, not to bash sit here and do that, but it's so easy.
Yeah, but to make the point that the military have trained so many of you with extraordinary talents. I mean, and once those individuals leave the service, I saw them as great examples of individuals who had particular expertise in areas. You know, our fusion center is run by a former team member. I mean, this is a guy who had extraordinary anti-terrorism background. And that individual today is running the Fusion Center and dealing with the anti-terrorism that we have from the state's perspective. You know, the fellow who's running the Department of Transportation had 37 years of managing major military installations and efforts. I mean, he was the chief of staff over in Baghdad in 04, 05. Working for Tom Metz. Today, he's running the Texas Department of Transportation. I mean, bringing those kind of individuals in who have that military expertise on how to run really big. I think all too often people go, oh, they're military. They're just about, you know, guns and airplanes and boats. And
I wish.
but the fact is, these are people who have had amazing managerial positions. I happen to think that a Lance Corporal in the United States Marine Corps who's had some real responsibilities as a young person, that once they have learned those traits, they're going to have them the rest of their lives. And so bringing men and women in the military into either government or into your private sector operation, to me, that's an incredibly wise thing to do.